Alright, Farm Rebuild 2024. Get rig number 5 built. This is the old FTW3 frame, or all my GDDR6X, I guess, used to be on here. Is my 10850K processor. So I am going to pull that motherboard off with its illegal deep cool air cooler. And I'm going to go ahead and put the 10105, which has the same motherboard, but I have taken its hard drive. We're going to upgrade that to M2, and then I think, is that a V-True? No, that's the 4 heat pipe Thermalright air cooler. So it does not need that at all. It's actually a 10105 Intel, so it'll be just fine. And this is kind of the catch-all. So it's got all my OEM cards that are just left over with nothing to do. I'll usually grab those if I need like a video out or something, but that'll wrap up the major rigs for this farm rebuild, and then I can start working on placement. So pretty neat. Our motherboard collection or our box collection is growing. And then there's our R9 box collection. Are box walls still in? I don't know. I don't know the fashions. There's all the crap. Oh my goodness. But first, I've got a little bit of a development today. So here's my original B650M Aorus, to be exact. It's been doing well. It has the 7900X, I think, in it. Yeah, it's the X. I just grabbed an old cooler that I had, and it's got a Thermalright case fan, CPU fan, whatever. And it is vibrating my table. I don't know if that's coming through, but here's the 7900 with a good Cooler Master fan. And then there's our 7900X with the vibrating Thermalright fan. So I'm going to pop that fan out. I have an extra Cooler Master. And get that taken care of. And that'll also free up my power meter, because I'm very curious. When I was doing the motherboard shuffle the first time, I had to send that 2GB motherboard back. So it would not read the CPU. I just had the red CPU fault light on. It wouldn't learn any RAM. Someone smarter than me suggested I update the BIOS through the Q flash, whatever. You don't need a CPU to update the BIOS on those. So, and I thought, oh, that's a great idea. So I did that procedure and still got the same thing with trying to get it to read the 7900. So I did send it back. I got a credit, and I found this MSI open box. It's a Pro series. What is it? That one. And so far so good. So all I did was install Windows 10 and install Ryzen Master with the same settings that I've been using, and instead of getting the like 12.9 or whatever, what was I getting? Let's see. Yeah, that was the conservative one. And so on the Aorus, I'd get about 12.9. But on this MSI, we're doing a little over 13. So about 100 hash more. So I haven't touched SoC, I haven't touched VDDR, any of that. So I want to get in and see what our actual wattage is, if there's a penalty, for that extra hash or not. So I'm going to go ahead and pull both of these off, and we'll get a new fan on that one. We'll get a watt meter on this one, and get those both started back up. Let's see. Oh, new hard. Oh, I did get a third motherboard because, you know, good decisions and all that. But it had some bent pins, so it's kind of disappointing, but two bad ones in a row, I guess, is okay. I did have 7 good experiences in a row with the X570s, so I can't really complain, but good golly, that's annoying. So I'll send that back, and I'll find the next Asus that I can. I don't like to spend more than like $105, $108 for these motherboards, so. But I want to test all of them. So I want to test MSI, I want to test Gigabyte, and we'll get an Asus and see what's up with that. Do some comparisons. And so I got another spreader. It's just red because they're usually one. So there's black and red, and then usually one is $9 and one is like 15. You know, give or take $1. And it just so happened the red was the $9 one this time. They were out of the Patriot low power drives that I like to get. So I'm trying a new brand. I think they're $1 cheaper. We'll see. I have not used them at all. There's another 7900X, and I see absolutely no reason to venture outside of this RAM. It's a good price, even though it's just kind of standard. Like, I have not tested it on XMP or, oh, what's the other one? Expo? Whatever. One of those, so. But just at base clocks, it's on all three of my, or both of my AM5s so far. And, well, like I say, that's the conservative one. I can actually get over, I think, 172 hash per second. But I haven't gotten that long-term stable yet. So I can get about 1 crash every 2 days. But this conservative one is very stable. I run that over a week. No issues, no problems at all. So, yeah, so that'll put us at 3 7900s. I do feel that is the best value currently, with all things considered for my operation. I did get the last two 5900Xs on the X570s. I really like the way those arcs look. I did get those set up as CPU miners with 1 GPU each, so I like that blue. So they're doing pretty good. They're just on Novo, kind of double testing OCs. They've been off for a while. Do I have those pulled up? Yeah. So if you are mining with Intel, if your setup can do 1 card per machine, and if you can reach that limit, then Scatterbencher, you can see in my first Intel Arc video, you can go through Scatterbencher and use Arc OC, and that does give you voltage control over the core, and it does give you clock control over the core. It does not give you control over the memory. And the Acer Predator Bifrost software will give you control over the fan. To save you some time, if you do go that direction, you need to set the Acer software first, close it or leave it open, then come into the Arc OC tool. You have to set voltage and frequency and then click apply. Otherwise it will not work. But those do get you voltage control in Windows on 1 card. It will not work on more than 1 card. So that's what they're doing right now. I do like to dual them with Ergo, but I've got to get a little bit more familiar here. The auto tune that SRB used to do with between the two algos is now doing a default setting about twice the power of the secondary algo of what it used to. So even though I played with their extra parameters, I still couldn't get that to come back. So we'll see. But yeah, let's get this fan out and be done with this so we can build rig number 5. Farm Rebuild 2024. Woo woo! Oh yeah, new fans, all nice and quiet. And we can do our test. We'll see where we landed. Let's see. Oh, it's glaring. Stop it. I saw 7 earlier and I just saw 9 flash. So let's call it 73.8. Oh no. Oh. So looks like I'm comfortable saying 13.017. What do we have? 73.8. Oh, live block. What the hell? Whoop whoop. Meowcoin doing pretty good on it today. Hashtag solo gang. Pretty funny how much free rent that's gotten. Let's see what I know to be the most efficient RandomX on a consumer CPU. 176.38. So it's been a pretty long uptime. Let's see. 518, yeah. So there's our stats. I'll probably do a more in-depth video. I didn't really think I was going to get that big of a change. So I've kind of surprised myself. Yeah, so 3 hours uptime, 0 missed shares. And what else was on here? Oh, let me... So, like I said, I'll try to get a more in-depth video, and I think I can still lose another watt or two and still maintain that. 13,000. So... yeah, and so that's it, 36.8, and then I just did voltage on the memory. I've done no timings whatsoever, but that's through Ryzen Master, and I've not adjusted any of the infinity clocks or any of that stuff. So there's still more to be had, but that was pretty neat. I kind of like breaking my own record. So if you're getting more than that, let me know. I'm having a hard time getting data on CPU efficiency. So maybe we need to do a whole bunch of efficiency tests. Maybe that's just not a thing. I don't know, but I'm curious. So woohoo! Hashtag efficiency gang. All right. So over here, I've got our last 5 little leftover OEMs. We got the 10105, which is very smooth, pretty useless in the mining world, but good little nothing watt CPU. And we'll get into these four splitter there, and get our 5 cards on. So we got video out. It does seem overkill for this sluice frame. I think I'm inclined to get another one of the I don't know what they're called, but they just have the single rail on top, and they'll hold 6 to 8 cards. It would be more compact, so this number 5 might just be a for now rig, but I do want to get it working and get Windows on here. And I put in that new hard drive, and I've got the Windows 10 stick. So, yeah, so we'll get that fired up and have rig number 5, if not temporary, at least it will be here. So, all right, let's get these tourings to work. All right, Farm Rebuild 2024. Rig number 5, wrapping this thing up. And it was a success. Kind of a catch-all rig, but those are all the leftovers, so had to use my funky old yellow and black cables. The only thing that changed was the 4-way M.2. I could only get 4 cards, so I could get 5 temporarily if I put 1 on the main PCI slot that feeds directly to the CPU. But then I would always get some kind of an issue, so I thought, well, and then the only one it had been on, Dirty Garage, hello, previously was the FTW3 rig, and so that only ever had 4 cards, so this issue hadn't come up before. But no worries, I did have my broken 4-way splitter left, so it's a 2-way splitter. Those other 2 ports are dead. But then with the other slots here on the board, I was able to get all 5 going, so we did have a success. We got to use our little compact $20 power supply that I just recently got with the burnt 6-pin, which I don't use, so that's awesome. The last time this was together, it was a spinny disk drive. So the M2 is working. That's a new brand, so I didn't anticipate any problems, but it's fun to test some new things. It's doing well. These OEMs, which preview, they don't come with pads on the memory, so I am mindful of that, and they're still very close, even though they are air-gapped. So, but I wanted to test it on some of the middle algos, like the 5000 lock. So I don't think they'll do Kaw-Pow again, but we'll see. So it's been doing pretty well. I pulled it up a little bit. So yeah, we've been up 140. Oh, live refresh. Yeah, 140, and it's about 5:30. So 4 hours uptime. I'm pretty comfortable with it. I was up to 1485, 1510s, but I pulled it back down to kind of see. I'm gonna leave it in the garage overnight, and we'll kind of run it through a stress test of the Texas summer garage closed up tomorrow. And then our tiny little 10105, I'll find a Yes Pal to put it on, but I'm not up on networks. It does pretty well on those. But it's 3 little threads are chugging away on whatever I had on the stick here. I don't even know, but we'll see. So I am happy with it. I don't anticipate, I don't think, buying any more Tourings. Maybe one 2060 if I can find a matchy, but this frame does seem overkill, so we might redo this one, but not anytime soon. So excited to be done. We can move on and get our 240 volt installed, and very excited, very excited. It's been a fun time rebuilding all of these. It's very reminiscent of when I first started, so it's a little nostalgic. We got our GDDR6X table there. I guess, yeah, every card there. My 4 3080s and my 2 3070 Ti's. I do like those for cores. And all these guys. Yeah, I'm amazed at what I've been able to get on efficiency. These 7900s are just just the bee's knees. So I have been lazy. I still haven't got to Kohl's, but we're going to get that back to Amazon and get our third one going. And then we'll get one more 7900 when those make sense again pretty soon. And that'll be it. I'll take a pause. We'll see what the X3Ds for the 9000 look like with voltage control. That's really the only thing left that's any of excitement to me from the 9000 line. So, although I do need to talk to one person. A friend got the 9900X, and I haven't seen the end results. So, but yeah, 176 hash per watt. Holy tamale. We got that. Oh, hey Panda, how are you? We work together. Hello. Oh, you're beautiful. All right. Stunning. All right. Well, I'm gonna call it a night and get some update with the wrap-ups, but that's pretty much it for the big rigs for my tiny farm for the rebuild. But very happy with the way it came out. It's been a amazing journey learning all these things, and happy to share any knowledge that I acquire through it, and you'll never see it under a paywall for what that's worth. So I really do appreciate the home miners, and anytime you need anything, hit me up. I am always here, and I will help you. If you've got a small channel, get some watch hours, whatever it takes for small independent people. Happy to help you in any way. Alright, well, thanks for hanging out, watching me play with these hardwares, and really looking forward to this new round of mining. So it'll be fun to get back into networks and start sharing some of that. So, alright, well, I hope you all are doing wonderful and helping people and growing yourselves, and very happy hashing to you.